Hi everyone, today is Monday, December 12th, and I wanted to welcome you to your final module, Module 11 of the Introduction to Business course. The first important note I'd like to make is that our course concludes on this Friday, December 16th at midnight. So please make sure any outstanding assignments that are due from prior weeks are turned in by again this Friday, December 16th at midnight. Okay, in regards to Module 11, let's go ahead to the lesson section of the course and take a peek at what you have due for the final week of class. This week we will be focusing on securities and investments. And just as far as the objectives, by the end of this week you'll be able to explain the pros and cons of debt and equity, describe the difference between stocks and bonds, and describe changes in your career objectives and how they fit into the general world of business. As far as your assignments, you should be reading Chapter 11 of the Better Business text. You have the Raising Short and Long-Term Capital activity, the capital structure video, and then the written assignment, the discussion, and the final exam. So let's go ahead back to the main page and take a peek at each of the specific assignments to see what the details are and what is required of you. In regards to raising short and long-term capital, this is just a brief example to explain the differences, so just read through this. Once you're done reading through this passage, you're going to want to click on the Module 11 Capital Structure video. This is created by Cisco Systems. You'll want to click on the green link titled Capital Structure Video, and it'll bring you to the interactive video that'll give you further details of how capital structure choices affect the overall value of a company. Once you're done with this, you'll then want to go to the written assignment, which is titled Debt or Equity, which is better? Now this is important. In a one-page Word document, now one page means one complete page of content, not including your name, date, or any of that information. We want one solid page of details that summarize how debt and equity differ and the advantages and disadvantages of both. What I would recommend doing is explain what debt is, explain what equity is, write what the differences are, and then I would put a paragraph about the advantages and a paragraph about the disadvantages. Make sure to put these key terms, debt, equity, differences, advantages, disadvantages, so that way I've noticed that you focused on all the content and you've done the readings and activities and you clearly comprehend what all the information has told you. And also, you'll notice it says make sure your paper has correct spelling, punctuation, and grammar. Make sure when you're in Microsoft Word, go to Tools, Options, Spelling and Grammar Check. This will check the entire document to see if you have spelling errors, punctuation, if you're missing hyphenations, you've got extra spaces between words, a lot of the simple things that we may not notice on our own just by reading through. So again, one-page Word document summarizing debt and equity, advantages and disadvantages both, and make sure to do your spelling and grammar check in Microsoft Word. When you're done, please make sure to submit the assignment as an attachment as listed by the instructions here and clicking on the green hyperlink that'll take you to the Dropbox. As far as the Module 11 discussion titled Reflection on Career Choices, now I understand you might not have everything picked, but if you can go ahead and just describe a career that might have caught your interest. Maybe you had a particular profession in mind and now you have a specific job title that you'd like to focus on more. It also says here, have you discovered new career options? Maybe you want to take a different path. And of course, please make sure to make connections to readings or references, and then at least have an additional substantive peer response in order to earn the most points possible. And then last, you have your final exam. As you see, this is timed. You have a time limit of 25 minutes with one attempt. So please, please, please make sure to have all your readings completed prior to doing this assignment. And then make sure to not let this time out. Again, with this, you have until Friday at midnight to have the exam completed. So just to finalize, you've got the written assignment, the discussion forum, and your final exam. All these are due by Friday, December 16th at midnight, which, in case you forget, the dates for the module is listed here below. If you have any questions related to the course materials, you can click on General Course Questions. If you have any questions of a personal nature, please go ahead to this area and click Quick Message, which will go directly to my inbox. Again, thank you for all of your hard work and have a fantastic last week.